Hey all, welcome back. This is Dino the Ops Guy. It's Production Management in Practice, or Stardew Production Management 101. It's a course in which we start with the production itself and work towards what type of things are worth picking up, are worth learning. So as if you're shadowing the plant manager in a real situation. Of course, this real situation is Stardew Valley, as real as that gets. So we are in Stardew Valley, and the creators of Stardew Valley, Concerned Date, have done a really good job of creating some nuance, making it pretty lifelike when it comes to operations, I have to say. It's not 100% perfect, but then no factory would be. Not, it to really do it proper justice, have to take you to, let's say, 10 different industries or whatever in this, and physical factories, and just not set up for that. So we're doing this in Stardew Valley. So you can play along if you want at home and try your own situation. This is episode 67. There are 66 episodes before this. Each represents a day. So we're on day 67. And if you want to see the story, it is chronological. But if you want to see the learnings, there just bounce all over you. You can pick whatever you like. In episode 60, I actually laid out how the what sort of learnings were implied in the first 60 episodes. I think it was it 61 that I set that out. But anyway, so at the sort of at that point, I kind of looked back and said, "Here's what we've done," and maybe that's helpful as an index. Maybe I should do that more often. But either way, I'm in charge of the strategy piece of this and the upper management, and we have a very capable person, Av, who is responsible for what goes on the floor. There's Av's picture in the top right there, and we usually one of the ways we communicate with between me and Av is this sort of objective list that we put up every day. And for today, day 67, looking for Av to water and harvest the crops, pet the animals and process the animal products, and this is kind of odd, go and buy a lava katana. So, and then go to the Skull Cavern. So we've been going to Calico Desert and actually have gone into the Skull Cavern one time, but it's pretty dangerous if you don't have a good sword. And Lava Katana is a level 10 sword, so that sort of qualifies as a good sword. So, and we have enough money to buy it. We would have had enough money yesterday if Pierce was open, but we just we couldn't convert what we had to cash. And so today's the day for that. So I'm just going to let Av get on with it and do his thing. Okay, thanks, Dino. We're going with the new shirt. It's going to be rain, and the spirits are in good humor. Yeah, so I'm a bit worried about the shirt and that I may have to get my tetanus shot updated or something with all this rust around me. But we're gonna carry through. So we do. Let's check out the cave, but we do want to move around some of the tappers. Now I know this tree and the three over also had maple syrup, so we could have moved it. The timing was good, but I don't have an oak tree to move it to, so that doesn't work out so well. We get a lot of eggplant. Let's harvest that. Let's not miss our grapes and our fairy rose honey, though. We did. Oh, we don't have room. Yeah, that's that could we. I built the extra chest just for that. We can figure that out. But let's get things watered and harvested as we can. So we're not gonna have enough water for the whole set. So let's refill here and then use that break to pet and to grab the eggs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got them all. Yes. Okay. It's we were saying last episode it might be important to actually count them out because sometimes they hide behind each other. So and it's not so much a big deal with the barn from the standpoint they're first off bigger, but second, if I have to get milk from them, then I do actually have to find them, and I know how much milk I'm getting. So okay, we are going to harvest the apple. This is the little cell that we set up, the apple with the apple jelly. I like how that works. We did get an extra apple this time from the cave, so we have to sort of make room for that. And we're going to move the coffee beans and the hop starters inside the greenhouse. so we can set that up. And we also put a chest in the greenhouse for such things. What we also want to do is get one of the sprinklers, because that's going to be important. And we will start with the setting up the hops. There's kind of a long lead item, so we will get them started. Still trying to get as many kegs as possible, so iron and copper are going to be somewhat important. We're creating a chest of things that we're going to put into the jars, so we're sort of setting up our areas, again, more like cells than sort of functional areas. So this is sort of our jar cell on that side. Okay, we do have the ability to make summer seeds, and no, we don't want that sprinkler. I was just checking the RSP there. We want that sprinkler, and then we can just soon enough the amaranth will be done, and then we will just water them 5 in rather than 5 down kind of thing. So that'll be convenient. Finishing up on the eggplant. And of course, Oink is in the middle of the whole thing. Hi, Oink, how you doing? So good piggy. All right, so we got our eggplant, heading over to the we got our blueberries on us. Might as well do the dried blueberries. We're heading over to the greenhouse. So the idea is I have a specific pattern that covers the most with the least number of sprinklers. This is not where the sprinkler goes, but it works out to set up. I do want a wall, if you will, or sort of a half wall kind of thing of hops, and I'm starting to set that up. But I'm also going to set up coffee beans in that corner. So that sprinkler isn't where it's going to be long term. It'll actually be sort of in that one missing spot, but it's a good place to start us off so that we get the most plants started, if you will. So there's a longer plan there. We got some jars. Might as well take care of those. And so the problem here is we don't have enough fiber to convert all of our seeds to tea saplings. So okay, we'll use all our chanterelle, and we'll use 2 of our peach. That's probably the most effective approach there. And just accumulating stuff that we're going to sell at Pierre's. Just getting what we can. We do have the ability to make another keg. We will put a hops in it for pale ale. And off we go to Pierre's to get... I think we're going to need a coffee. Just because it's a long walk, we're going to Pierre's first. And then we're going to... I didn't need to open that. And then we're going to see Marlin. So, and it's getting close. Marlin doesn't open till 2, but Pam only runs the bus until 5, and I don't want to miss an opportunity there. So, Leah wants an amethyst. We'll have to look at doing that. That's easy enough. Selling to Pierre. We got a lot of stuff we can sell here. And works out grand total 58,000. Well, that's not how much you sold. That's how much we got. That's good money. We only need 25,000 for the lava katana, so that's good. We got some. We can pick up some berries along the way, and even a hazelnut along the way. So again, we won't be able to make it into tea saplings until we get more of the fiber. So we're just going to sell off what we don't need here. The bomb we're taking with us, but the other items we're selling off. So we don't have them in inventory anymore, and the lava katana replaces the insect head. And that's a nice weapon to have, especially when you're, and you need something in the caverns to keep you safe. So let's buy our ticket, hop on. Pam's going to drive us over, and we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to go right to, well, unless there's something in the river. There is something in the river we can grab. Look at that. So we're not going to waste any time. It's going to go right in, thin ourselves down a bit so that we have room for inventory. We do want the bombs in the hot bar, and they're really to respond to the mummies. So if we get in a mummy situation, you can kill the mummy and it'll lay flat as dust on the ground, but it will come back if you don't bomb them. So that's kind of the approach there. It's more a way to keep. Oh, there's a ladder already there. Let's take advantage of that. We will take some of these purple guys. There's another ladder. We can take either one we want. There's a serpent. So the serpents, without a good weapon, are just a pain in the, well, a lot of things actually. But if you got either the lava katana or even better the galaxy sword, then you're on good footing. So at that point, you can hold your ground, and it's not going to be a big deal. So. I know we got, wow, even an immunity band. We're going to have to change that up. And we got a spicy eel. So spicy eel is nice to get from the standpoint that it gives you speed and luck. So, and luck basically improves your chance of finding ladders. So that's going to help. I don't think we'll get that far today, but if we could get to level 25, that would be great. So we're going to have some of our spicy eel so we can get the buffs as well as the energy. And the one thing you should know about the Skull Caverns is different than anywhere else in the game, and that time goes slower. Essentially, it goes, the real clock has 25% more time than the game clock here. So it's a bit of a different. So you actually get more time for your time in the cavern. So while you're in the game. So this kind of messes. So it sounds like it's a really good thing from the standpoint that if we think our bottleneck is time in the game, well, we just got more time in the game. However, it's not really that straightforward from the standpoint we can't use that time in the game necessarily anywhere else. It takes us a while to get to the caverns, and it takes a while to get back, and it's really not a fungible thing. So there is a huge advantage to using the Skull Caverns from the standpoint you do get more time to do the things that you need to do in the cavern, but it's not transferable necessarily anywhere else. So we take advantage of it we can, but it's not sort of a panacea for, oh, now we have more time in the day to do anything we want. No, we have more time in the day to just do this kind of mining, and then we're back to the regular time of the day. So, but it's still nice to have. Just going through some more energy, and our health is good. I'm not too worried about that. Let's get to the ladders are coming pretty quick. That's nice. Even quicker here. We're just keeping this guy at bay, and then we're going to the ladder. There's no sense. And back to the serpents. Now, if the serpents and the blue guys have the potential of dropping our red cabbage seed. So we're excited about that, but our odds are very small. 0.02%. So on average, what's that? It's going to take us 500 kills or something. So we're not using it as plan A, clearly. We're still going to the traveling cart whenever we can. But if it just happens to fall in our lap, well, so be it. We're going to be happy with that. So if I see, as long as I get a good sword, if I see a serpent, oh, we got some iridium ore, I'm happy to challenge them and hopefully land some cabbage seeds. And even some blue guys if I have time. But in this case, with the extra luck, I'd like to just work to get as low in the mine as I can. Hopefully to 25, because then Mr. Key or Dr. Key, whatever QI guy, is going to reward us. So never actually met him, but I get letters from him. And you've seen one of those letters at least. So yeah, this is... I for the 25,000 hours of this game that I've played, I've never actually gotten to Mr. K. Oh, we're full. So, okay, let's put the stones away. We'll pick up the purple mushroom and then probably drop the sap. All right, let's see what we can do here. And this is one of the... I tried to clear out as much as I can. Probably I should have cleared out a bit more, but we're still in pretty good... Ooh, there we got a serpent. If he drops some seeds, I'm going to drop something to get those seeds, let me tell you. No, just another void essence. And if we can find... There's the ladder. We are now on... Oh, and there's a hole to jump in. We went down 8 floors. We're on 21. We may be able to get 25. And we got some serpents coming. So this could work in our favor. Again, with a weaker sword, I probably wouldn't be trying this too much. As soon as I'd see 2 of them, I'd think, okay, that's enough. You've outnumbered me. But in this game, we haven't even seen 2. There's a ladder. There's our mummy guy. So here I want, oh, I don't have room for the mushroom. I got, yeah, and it actually blew up the mushroom. I was hoping to push it far enough away that the mushroom wouldn't get hurt, but yeah. So we dropped some slime. We're giving up the slime. I think we have plenty, honestly. We have another dude, and it's midnight, so we're just going to blow that up. Pick up what we can, and then we're just going to head back up. So it's nice to get some of the solar essence. That's a good thing. Head back to the top, shuffle our inventory. The bomb's got to stay, and that burglar's edge, I think, or burglar shank, whatever. The sword, the little knife sword, whatever, I think that's going to go. I had forgotten that we have the root splatter there. That's going to help us. That's got a buff on it. That's good for planning ahead was what I was doing, but that's got a buff on it. That's good for being in the mine. So maybe next time we'll start off with that one. And oh, I don't have my because I have the immunity band. I don't have the light up ring anymore. That's why that corner was so hard to take. I didn't see it, so I wasn't even looking, to be honest with you. So let's sort of debone what we got in our debone. I just dropped the bones. What we got in our inventory. The purple mushroom should go to the jars, and the cave carrot should go to the house. Yeah, let's get some iron going. Eventually we'll have to get some copper as well. All right, we'll clear off some of this, close up the doors. I think, yeah, just one milk left, but we can still convert those and store them. Head back down. We don't have to do anything in the kegs. We do have an aquamarine and an emerald, but you know what? We already have a few, so let's sell those 2 emeralds and sell those 2 aquamarine. And then we will clear the hazelnut. We'll transfer the hazelnut to seeds tomorrow or whatever. So we got 1 purple mushroom, we got 1 peach. Clear up the jars, sell what we can, and then it's a run to bed. Very good. Yeah. Oh, we don't need, it's the cave mushroom, a cave carrot that we wanted. Okay. So I thought that was a pretty good run. 2,200, almost 2,300 just in the overnight. That's good. And it's raining, and the weather tomorrow is going to be, it's going to be cloudy with gusts. And the fortune teller for today is going to be spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed. Okay, thanks. I think got cut off there. But well done. I mean, I think I agree with you. We got a lot accomplished. We watered and harvested the crops and harvested other things as well. Pet the animals and got the animal products processed. We got the lava katana. We got to the Skull Cavern. Almost got to 25. That's awesome. And we had some foraging. The mining was in the Skull Cavern, of course. So we did fairly well. And to Av's point, I mean, we certainly were of the opinion now that the bottleneck is the time that Av can spend during the day. And given that the caves give you more time during the day, it sounds like a great thing. It is a good thing, but it's a lot more like we have a machine that can run faster than we have magically more time. So we just sort of view that as in the Skull Caverns, we can move faster, and that's sort of a better understanding of what's going on. So in the last episode, I did talk about formulas that we wouldn't normally get to necessarily in Stardew Valley, but would show up in an operations or a production management course. I know one of the few comments, I don't get a lot of comments. If you want to comment, yeah, go on. But one of the comments I did get was about how I guess someone watched some of the episodes, and it helped them enough to get through their midterm exam on operations management. Good for you. I mean, I'm not really trying to. So my whole approach to the learning is I don't want to necessarily repeat stuff in production management classes or operations management classes that doesn't go anywhere in the real world. And that I see there's a fair bit of that. I'm happy to discuss that. It's just I don't want to mislead you to say you really need to know this only to get to the field, and you really don't need to know this. And that's the whole point of starting from the application is to say, what do I need to know? What's the day-to-day going to be like? So that notwithstanding, I do want to go through the formulas, and I think during the Stardew Valley Fair is a good time to do that. Normally in the sort of the holiday type stuff, we chop the video so that you don't have to see I'm running around saying hi to everyone, because that's kind of boring and not worth repeating at any point. But in the Stardew Valley Fair, there are some things like Av typically wants to use, first off, win the Grange exhibit. And use those stars towards getting prize ticket, but also do enough fishing at the little fishing booth there that he gets enough stars to actually get another star drop star or whatever, the one that gives you more energy and all that. So I figure including that doesn't really hurt. So we'll skip over the say hi, how are you type stuff, and focus on that type stuff. But that's still going to give us a little extra time because we're cutting some time out. So I figure that's a good time at the end of that, or maybe the beginning. Let's do it at the end. That I'll go through your typical half dozen formulas that you would use in a production management class, and we can sort of discuss, all right, do they actually apply? How would we apply them? What's the issue with applying them? Those types of discussion. So I wanted to give you sort of that ahead, and that's coming up. Today is episode 67, so it's the Thursday, fall 11. And the fair is on the 72 or fall 16. So that's, what is that, 6 days away, whatever, just to give you some advance warning. We'll try and include stuff every other day along the way. But like I said, that's a bigger chunk, and might as well schedule that in when the fair is going on and Av is kind of saying hi to stuff. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully we're covering off all the things that you need to learn production management. If there's anything we can do to make it better, put it in the comments. Other than that, I hope to see you next episode. This is Dino the Ops Guy signing off.